and welcome. Sorry about the delays. We had some major issues thanks to our friends that were casting PUBG yesterday.
Those
Sunsfan
lollygaggers.
here with Trent packs. I was getting excited there for a second because there's a Pangolier, but we've seen this before.
Yeah. You never know. Maybe they don't notice. Ever think of that? Suddenly it's fourth pick and they go, oh shit, guys.
Well, remember, mid or feed did not ban or pick. It went through. Mouse Sports, on the other hand, I could see them potentially picking it. We'll see.
All right, well, Brewmaster, Tidehunter's also in. Well, we're going to lose that Mouse. Io, Marana's in, Strong Hero. Chaos Knight, Strong Hero. Lots of supports this game. A lot of the ints. You got Caudle, Jakiro, Witch Doctor, Crystal Maiden. Very nice. And then you have like those kind of supports in the Lena and the Visage, just in case.
And I believe we saw a Windrunner win yesterday, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Wait, did they lose or did they win?
I don't remember, actually.
It was Thompson Windranger.
I
think they
maybe there was 2
lost.
games with it. Hard to remember. Very difficult to remember.
Well, it's so hard. Our lives. Oh, woe was us.
We lead very difficult lives. Don't hold yourself back here, Trent. Don't
yes.
You know, don't hold yourself short at all. You're a hardworking young man. Dude, I woke up today.
Great.
I looked outside. It was trash day, and my trash was completely toppled over, and all the trash was outside on the street.
Oh, that's actually the worst. Was it a trash panda?
Close. It was a javelina, I believe. That's what they're known to do. It's like a wild pig.
Oh, that's funny. You guys have pigs? Does that mean people shoot pigs?
I don't think you're allowed to, no.
Oh. I know that's because aren't they like a pest? Aren't they? They often like ruin crops and stuff. So a lot of farmers in like the Midwest have to like.
Well, maybe in the Midwest. We don't have crops here. We have cacti. You know.
Ah, true. I forgot you're very deserty.
So these pigs just eat trash. That's what they live off of, and they smell like it too. Let me tell you.
How big are they?
They're pretty small, actually. They almost look cuddly, but then they're very aggressive. Apparently, like they'll run towards you and chase you away.
Do they have little tusks?
Little baby ones, I think. Yeah. And they run around in packs.
You know those? What are those called? Those little mini pigs you could have as a pet, like in your house.
Yeah, that's a pig.
They have a name. I forget what they're called. Anyway, I actually had a friend who had one of those. Well, he was more of an acquaintance than a friend. Like we had a similar social circle, but I only went to his house a few times, and but it was actually the cutest thing ever. It was adorable. It like ran around his house because they lived on a farm, so it kind of worked anyway. But the thing was friggin' cute as hell. I would fully support anyone who wants it. Well, I was only there for one day. I didn't see that.
All right,
it was so very cute.
He's available. Does Mouse Sports play it? You have to think Mouse Sports has played this hero. It feels like the type of team. Am I right?
It doesn't feel like a Skylark hero though. I'm just saying. That's all I'll say.
I mean, he can play any position though. You can put him anywhere. He's a new hero. Nobody's figured it out yet.
Yeah, but look at all these other great heroes in the pool, like Tier 1, Doom, Tidehunter, Wraith King's up there, Chaos Knight, Marana.
If you lose, you get another chance. It's all good. All right, they're going to start off with the Jakiro.
If you lose, there's another chance.
I mean, there's 0% chance mid or feed is taking it, so we can forget about that dream. Unless Weeha has, I guess it would be Kezu in this case. He's played it in the last day or so. Unlikely, though.
Yeah. So that Caudle's pretty tempting. I don't know. I could see Cinder nor Weehaw playing some Caudle.
I don't know what I can picture Weehaw doing anymore, honestly. It's just everything's...
Oh, we're in, buddy. It's Caudle Naga. Let's go.
All right.
Filthy. That's a sexy support duo right there. Position 4 Naga. Not as good as she used to be, because she doesn't have Poor Man's Shield, and that was one of the best supports with it. She's so friggin' tanky. But
you know who's good against Naga?
Visage.
Pangolier. I just made that up.
Why?
I just want to see him. I don't really care. It's fine. But yeah, there are a lot of good heroes still available. I mean, every hero in Dota is kind of good on their own, right? So makes it less likely that we'll see the supposedly bad hero in Pangolier. I don't know if he's bad. But
hard
Caudle
is very ownage here because there is not a lot of dispels.
And now you got to dispel.
Yeah.
Now you got to dispel. Oh,
and they had 2 dispels. Mind you, that's not what I was thinking of. In terms of like your right clickers, it's gonna be hard to get rid of that blinding light this game. Not a lot of natural manta builders. You're pretty much looking at Mirana or the CK.
Of course, there is technically an option to do Naga as a carry, right? Not as common, but technically a flexible hero in that way. I would expect a Weaver to come out here pretty shortly. I think Weaver is a great either team that works great.
Yeah, Weaver and Mirana are both considered extremely strong right now because they both got mana break talents.
Yeah, true.
Mirana's
is at 20.
Yeah,
but Weaver's is at 15,
though.
I think.
There was that Reddit post because both of them, they have separate mana break talent values, and yet both mana break talents add 10 mana break to illusions, even though they're different values. So Mirana, it's plus 25 mana break, and the Weaver one is like, I think it's lower than that, right? It's plus 20 because Shikuchi kind of makes. Or
say that again. Attack. How does it work with illusions?
All right, so Weaver gets plus 20 mana break from his talent, and Mirana gets plus 25.
Right.
However, both of them with illusions do 10 mana break damage.
Really?
It makes no sense.
And then what if you get a diffusal on top of that?
They do stack. So.
But
it just adds the
from diffusal, it just takes exactly what it normally gives, right?
Right.
So the talent just, that's weird.
Isn't it? I don't know. I can't actually say I confirmed that personally, but there was a post on Reddit of people complaining and being like, what the fuck is wrong with this game sometimes? So.
I mean, they shouldn't be complaining, though. I mean, it's already too good, right?
Hey, it's free to play. You watch your tone.
Well, I'm talking about the mana break. The mana break talent is way too good.
I wish we were more like Battlefront. I saw that you could pay $80, which is what it would be Canadian if I wanted to get that game with like any of the extra stuff, and still not be able to play Darth Vader. Can you believe that? Wow,
that's a real shame. You can't play Darth Vader.
Are we jumping the shark in the microtransaction planet? Like, is this it? Have we finally hit the peak? Like, I don't know. It can't get any worse.
Did you see that EA Reddit post? It's the most downvoted comment of all time. 100,000
right now. No. I checked this morning. Like, I personally hadn't submitted my downvote yet, so I went and made sure. 300,000.
Oh my god! I haven't downvoted yet. I haven't seen the actual comment.
Buddy, you got to get in there.
Jesus. EA, man.
Well, back to our beautiful game, the lovely game. We are going to get our Chaos Knight. And
no Pangolier. Sad days, friends. Sad days.
So this is where mid or feed make their choice. We have a Naga Siren that could be a core, and we also have this Underlord here. So what's kind of cool is that it kind of buffs up the potential of ratting and everything, right? By pressuring lanes and stuff, that is going to add a bonus onto Underlord's ability of his ultimate. So they kind of had to wait and see, like, all right, how much like D push is Mouz going to have? How well can they handle the split push? Is it worth trying core Naga, or do we just play it safe and get like a Wraith King here?
Right.
I think they get Wraith King. Is there anyone who can clear?
Hey, is it just me, or is the top half of these heroes not moving at all?
No, they're moving for me.
Okay, so mine is just frozen. That's weird. Stream's gonna enjoy that one. Everybody's just stone figure. Gracious. It's when I go into go in the options and go out again.
Actually, I think you do mid Invoker. I mean, he'll be pressured, sure, but then you could have position 1 Mirana, and then you'd still have a decent way to deal with all these Chaos Knight illusions.
Cancel
or you
Invoker?
Sniper mid.
Is that what you want to see?
Yeah, okay. I do want to see a Cancel Invoker.
I want Cancel to just break the mold. Just get that Pangolier, dude. I know it's probably not going to help you win.
They could Underlord mid.
It's a surprise factor. I would love to see Underlord mid. I love that hero. Hate him in the off lane. Got to get the Radiance. Got to get the Blink. Maybe Ags at some point in the game. And it will be the Invoker. All right, so cancel Invoker indeed. I believe one of his clips, if I'm not mistaken, was one of the first times in competitive play that we saw Cataclysm used. Maybe it was somebody else, but I could have sworn it was Cancel in a pub.
Can't say I saw it.
Oh, man, look at that mount for Tomato. That is an Anuxi special favorite. Right there.
Yeah, that's the one I used too.
That is nice. All right, whose lineup do you prefer here? We got CK basically from Mouse Sports versus
one hero.
Well, the reason I say is I always look for like these AoE damage. You really just have Underlord and to some degree Invoker, I guess. Is this a good game for CK?
Yes, I think
doesn't look too bad.
Overall, they don't have like honestly, Chaos Knight. It is great to kill his illusions, yes, but for the most part, they're very tanky. They're hard to deal with. and they don't really have any bursts that you could like pick him up and kill him before he can get off all of that, unless they have like a perfect arrow situation into like Sunstrike and stuff. But I'd say it's relatively difficult. I'm gonna say I think Midderfeet has a better chance to win because I think they have more outs. Like, I think they have better tower push in general. They have better lane push. They have the possibility of like the Nagasire getting stuff online later on in the game. I feel like they can play the map just better than Mouse Sports can. But certainly either team can take it with this draft. I don't think it's a massive drafting lead on either side.
Mandara has the golden shield. I think he's played this hero before.
I mean, everyone has the golden shield. Come on now.
Really? It's not.
Yeah, it's the first
thought
one
it
you
was
open
the
with
second.
the golden chest. No, it's the first.
The
and
third.
then Pudge is the second. And
Pudge
then
is
Lena.
second. Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
See, because I'm still holding mine because I don't care about the Chaos Knight one.
Yeah, I was really sad when I.
And I'm gonna
that
hope that Valve mislabels it so you can't tell which one is which, and I'm gonna try and sell it next year.
Somebody sent me the
dude.
golden Pudge one, so I'm set, and I have the CK one already. Just missing Lena. If anybody wants to donate Lena to me, by all means,
SunsFanTV
email
at Twitter.com.
Yes. So yeah, we are underway. This is the lower bracket best of 3 between Mid or Feed and Mouse Sports. Winner of this series goes on to play. What's the name? What's Sexy Bambo's team?
Hellraisers.
Hellraisers, that's right.
Hellraisers.
It's the old Planet Dog into Hellraisers. I was big fans of those guys when they're at TI. Unfortunately, did not do too well. But then they got Sexy Bambo
it's a pretty
afterwards.
hard tournament.
Yeah, sometimes pretty hard. It's all about the momentum, you know. Actually, I thought they had really good momentum going into that.
You know who really got screwed over was the Polish lads when they were Singularity, because they almost got that first slot and they lost that lap. Not screwed over, but like it's kind of crazy that they almost won the very first spot in EU and then they didn't get any spots. You know?
Yeah, who was it in NA that almost they were one game away? It was Yawar's
it was
team.
BSJ's.
Yeah,
it was the BSJ
that was
squad, I think.
That would have been insane. Instead, they don't make it at all. That is, it's crushing, man. It's crushing.
Yeah, that's like life changing. That's enough to like play pro after, you know, like take another chance. MNT just came out and grabbed the wave. What is happening?
Yep, that's pretty annoying. Cinderin doesn't have Ensnare leveled up as of yet. This ends up helping out Mid or Feed, I feel like, in this case.
Not sure. What's his strat here?
Was it a strat or was he just warding?
I don't know. I mean, he clearly did it on purpose. He even placed a ward down.
I'm surprised he didn't stay around to try to get the courier or something.
Yeah, I think he might have misclicked maybe. That's probably all it was.
But Kazu in the top lane. CK and Jakiro versus this fat Underlord who is Firestorm level 1 right now. He's going to get initiated on the Reality Rift. Nice job by Spartan doing some blocks. It's not going to be enough for a kill, but a lot of harassment damage nonetheless.
Oh, look how annoying Cinderin is mid.
Look how annoying Skylark is on this Tide. Pulling an entire wave. That's an entire wave of XP he's going to get, and all he has to deal with is the right clicks of the Coddle.
Little old Weehaw.
That's so weird seeing him on these heroes. I don't think I'm ever going to get used to this.
480 HP. I did not realize his HP pool was so low at the start of the game. Must be the lowest in this game.
Let's see. Doom had like 700 something.
Yeah.
What does Tide have? 680. Yep, you're right. By far the lowest. As it should be. He's an old frail man on a
It's true.
On a dying horse.
What? Have you seen the mounts this thing has?
Yeah, the mounts are actually too young. I don't know. I feel like Coddle should have Abaddon's mount. He's just some decrepit, dying breed of a horse. You know?
What's up with this horse stance right now? It's got one hoof on the ground. I feel like that's one thing a horse never does. Does a horse ever have one hoof down?
Oh yeah, isn't that how you run?
Well, they have
it's
four
like
legs.
a cat. Yeah, but cats
run
the same way.
They have one. I thought you had like two down at a time, or it'd be like none down at a time. It's like all four, like pulsing forward here. All right, hold on. Let me.
Are you criticizing the animation team at Valve?
Horse running GIF. Hold on. Let me just take a look.
Slow
here.
motion, please.
Yeah. Can you show
We'll
this
wait.
if I send it to you?
Probably
Or is that
not.
too much effort? No.
It's yeah.
I'll post it in the chat. I'll just post it right now in the chat, and they can try and figure out why it's there.
I want to take a look at this. Oh, let's see. Oh, I fucked up. All right, let's see this GIF.
So, I think clearly you were right. It does actually have 1 foot down sometimes. Yeah. That was the first result for horse running GIF.
It's similar to cats. I watch cats run all the time, you know?
I don't actually know how a horse runs. I have to confess. You know, fun fact. Well, not really. I don't know. There's an island full of horses near Nova Scotia.
Real island
Named
wild horses?
Yes, they live there. It's called Sable Island. And
Sable.
Yeah. It's notable for the Sable Island horse. Basically, there's a lot of gas and oil drilling around there now, kind of a deal. As much as they can, you know. They
very interesting.
Yes,
very interesting.
Oh, would you like to talk about the Dota game now?
Very interesting. No, that is actually pretty random, though. An
well,
island
see,
full of...
everyone thinks it was from a shipwreck, but realistically, they just brought the horses on there as part of a trading thing, and then they just got left.
Oh, that's boring.
They didn't actually survive a shipwreck, and they're not marooned horses. I know.
Oh, back to the game. MNT is not a horse. He is actually Doombringer.
Look at this horse on Skylark right now, though. Oh, give him the damage. Jeez, Weehaw loses half his HP from 3 right clicks and a tower.
I feel like Coddle should be able to attack with his horse as well, for half damage.
For half damage?
Like
what do you mean?
His hero does half damage and the horse does half damage. So in a sense, he's still doing the same amount. As Cancel getting initiated on. Looks like he's going to get chased down by MNT and Thug, and that's going to be first blood for Mouse Sports.
He tried to deny with the Forge Spear, but he didn't get it.
Was that Infernal Blade? Is that what he was trying to deny off of?
No, the Shadow
Queen of
Strike.
Pain. The Shadow Strike, that's right.
He did deny the DD rune, though, so 1 of the 2.
So what are the deniable things? Shadow Strike and Poison... Not Poison. What's it called? Gale. Is that it? Is that literally it?
And Doom.
Oh, yeah, Doom. Of course. How could I forget?
believe those are the only 3 remaining.
I wonder if they're going to get rid of all that at some point. Because it's very confusing. But you do need denies in the game because it's super hype. I can't blame them. But, like, why can't you deny Shadow Word? You know? That doesn't make any sense.
I don't know. Yeah. I think it would just be too much of a nerf to all those DOTs. I'm sure eventually they'll all just get removed and we'll have no more denies and everyone will be sad.
I will be really sad. Weehaw. Chasing down Skylark. Doesn't have mana leak yet. That would be pretty helpful here. His arrow will connect from Tomato. They're going to do a little bit of damage here, along with the Illuminate and right clicks. And actually, Cinder's coming in with Ensnare. They might be able to get this. There it is. It's a 2-second. Oh, the Sunstrike will miss, though. The right clicks might be enough. A couple leaps from Tomato. There's the Illuminate again. It's not going to clip him. He's trying to heal up with that salve. He will actually live through this. Now, a lot committed there. And no mana on Cancel now.
Like, Cancel's so perfectly timed that it was the 4.6 percent status resistance that saved Tidehunter.
That was a short Ensnare. That's true.
4.6. 4% off of 2. Saved his life.
It did. It's very noticeable, actually. Spartan with the boots right now, chasing down Kezu, who's level 2 right now. Have you noticed a big difference in this offlane when he can't get the Iron Talon? Like, what is he supposed to do if he can't go to lane, you know?
Oh, yeah, it's sick.
Tough
you have to go, like, find a camper.
Ooh, the arrow will connect. It's a long one. Synderin with the Riptide. Will the right clicks be enough? The Illuminate comes through, and the Ensnare holds him in place.
Oh, and a regen bottom. Hey, Synderin, you want this? Oh, no, Weeha's taking it. Dude, you have Chakra. Come on.
He doesn't need it. It's fine. Synderin has the pot, the mana pot going. Everything's good.
Oh, it's fine. See, he'll just help Synderin. It's all good. But that was nice. Synderin scouted it, and then you're like, well, he's obviously going to stand there for the 4-minute rune, so throw the arrow in, sniped it.
Oh, Spartan might be spotted here by the courier. It looks like he might have bypassed it, but in the meantime, Cancel gets initiated on. Kezu's here with the Firestorm, though. The dual breath to follow, and Cancel is going down one way or the other. Can he go invis? Nope. Doesn't have it queued up as MNT and company. Now Kezu might be in trouble. The Shadow Strike is there. Spartan with the dual breath. He's taking a lot of damage from the tower, though. It looks like he'll die one way or the other, but he will take down Kezu in the meantime. Does not get the experience, unfortunately, for him.
Very sad. Well, there's the offlane for you, as you said. If you can't do anything, like lots of stuns up top, just being locked in by Jakiro. And a Chaos Knight, tons of damage. He comes back up here. He's level 3. He's getting beat down already. Get out of my lane.
Well, the good thing about Underlord is once you get... Oh, he actually might be dead here. Chaos Bolt comes. It's only 1 second, but it means he does more damage. Reality Rift is there with the Phantasm. Maybe not the order he wanted, but either way. Tidehunter actually dies in the other lane. Kezu trying to juke it out. The Firestorm doing a lot of damage to Madara. You better be careful. Another Reality Rift is available, and he won't actually get the right click off. He's going to end up dying here. Madara pops the health cell, but there's a Firestorm again. Is it enough damage? With the Illuminate, it is Weehaw. Oh my goodness. What was that?
Kezu is probably laughing so hard right now.
Oh, cancel in the meantime. We have no time to breathe here. Comes the Sunstrike. It won't connect as Cancel looks to be dead yet again. That is going to be his 3rd death of this game. No Sunstrike kills at all for him right now. 0-3. But yeah, that top lane, that was... he stopped a couple of those attacks. Like, he stopped the cast animation, or the attack animation, twice after Reality Rift. So I'm going to say it was a mistake on Madara's part. He comes back. He's mad, though. He's real mad.
Oh, he's very angry.
He's going for it again. There's the Chaos Bolt. This time it's a 2-second one. Spartan. He's not too close in range. He'll see if he can get anything off. Firestormer's there. Spartan doesn't have Ice Path, but...
Oh, he got him this time with the ward. He knows now, too. Like, they're going to know there's a ward there because he can do his little tree dance.
And Thug, he's dealing a decent amount of damage to Sinner, but there comes the Moonlight Shadow from Tomato here in the bot lane. Help out his team. Oh, I hear an Illuminate. There's the Ensnare into one. Into a Sunstrike is going to be enough. Oh, no. That was so close, though. 50 HP. That was really well timed. Good coordination.
Almost got an arrow down bottom. Does hit on Skylark. Tomato's bottling up here. He's going to go for it.
He gets the Star Storm off. Has 2 leaps available.
How many leaps? He's
going to go for it. One more right click. Nope. Man, a lot of heroes getting away just barely this game. The skin of their teeth, as some would say. And Spartan is just jungling as a Jakiro. Gotta love this. He's doing pretty decently. Yeah, Madara is super scary. He's gonna have Armlet.
Oh, it's terrifying.
He's just completely freeform. 46 and 21 CS versus 40 and 7 on the other side for Tomato. If we look at the actual net worth, Tomato's the one ahead right now, though, because of those kills and assists.
Last hits.
Kezu finds Spartan. Doesn't have a Pit of Malice yet, though. MNT is here. They're going to wrap around. They're going to go for Kezu again. This is a lot of hate for this fat, disgusting hero. And the Phantasm is going to be an easy kill. MNT can't even get a right click off.
That tree thing? I would be like,
yeah.
Just like, everyone come my lane over and over. Let's get this guy.
He embarrassed me. Kill him.
In front of millions.
Yes, millions and millions.
Look at that,
people.
millions of viewers.
And Tomato not able to hit that arrow in the bot lane, but it will force the Tidehunter out regardless. Ice Path barely connects on Weehaw.
Oh, I thought
Spartan, he's going to get ensnared. All right, here comes the initiation, though, from Madara. Weehaw taking a lot of damage, gets the Blinding Light off just in time.
Oh.
Now he will end up dying to Thug on the backside, who gets the Shadow Strike off. Don't think they're going to be able to go on to him, but MNT gets ensnared into a Sunstrike. They really need a kill on this cancel badly. Nicely from Tomato, able to get the kill as well and get away safely. But Thug comes in out of nowhere with a Scream of Pain and the Shadow Strike. Can they deny? Nope. Sonic Wave is still up, so Cinder better be careful. Oh, there's the Cold Snap, holding him in place. He can't even get this off. He'll finally do so, but it will cost him his life eventually as Cancel finally able to get an assist and a kill this game.
I'm glad these teams were joking around a lot during the lobby. I think they're all having a pretty fun time right now. Very action-packed. 7-9, only a 1K lead. So amongst all of this, who's really the big winners? I guess Mouz, 2 guys on top, and they have a Queen of Pain, who's one of their snowballing ones. So that's pretty scary.
Yeah, I think for mid or feed, their main concern has to be Cancel getting back in this game right now. Needs to get that Midas, needs to accelerate his farm. He's actually getting some of his experience leached here by the Jakiro. Bot lane, though, Weehaw might be in some trouble. Skylark has a Soul Ring. Technically could Ravage if he wants. He's going to do it. Moonlight Shadow is there in time. Looks like it actually is. The Dual Breath will not connect. A lot committed there for essentially nothing.
And can they actually turn onto Spartan here? Courier's right there. Okay, nope. Baited.
Spartan ensnared into a Firestorm. Sunstrike is coming as well. Does a lot of damage, and the kill will go to Kezu, who is now level 6.
Thug's nearby, though. He wants this Coddle. Once he sees that blast, he went for the scream.
Yeah, a little late there. Or a little too early, even.
Oh, well.
Armlet is now up.
I think he would have got him.
Madara does not get the RNG on the extra CK. Mirana's here, though. Could be kind of scary. Anybody TPs for assistance, but it's going to be a wasted ult for the most part. It's a very long cooldown, too.
Yeah, I mean, in the early game, you can just use it to, you know, solo kill support, help push a tower. I think that's all fine.
And we have a smoke here from Spartan and MNT. As top lane, we might have some action. Madara is going to get ensnared. Tomato has the arrow. It will connect. It's not going to be a very long one, though. Madara very tanky. Still has the armlet. It's not activated yet. Cinder and Tomato really want to chase this? Because there's reinforcements on their way. The Reality Rift into the Chaos Bolt, into the Doom. Mirana cannot use any of her 3 leaps now, but she might be able to just run away the old-fashioned way. Cinder, in the meantime, won't be so lucky. Will drop to Mouse. So Doom expended, and at least Tomato lives.
Yeah, that's going to get them to the tower, though. So even though you can call it maybe a wasted Doom, it guarantees the kill on Cinderin. Tower is theirs. Overall, very good stuff. Oh, look, they find Tomato coming back to the shrine.
It's like, oh, didn't I just Doom you? Get out of here. Solo shrines at the end of the day, and he'll just go about on his own business.
Thug is closing in on a Orchid here, too, it looks like. I think he was building Orchid. Yeah, he's going for the Oblivion Staff, so.
Weeha's playing the
very good game to be a quad with an Orchid. Invoker, Coddle, and Mirana. Even Naga, too. Jeez.
Yeah, for sure. Almost done with his Midas right now. Weeha playing a very greedy Coddle. He's learned well from Misery. Not buying any wards, just rushing Ags straight up. Brown boots Ags.
No GH Force Staff in this game, it looks like. But, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, yes, they have 2 very greedy supports in the Coddle and the Naga, but if you give that early space to the Coddle, it's going to be so obnoxious. Then he can, like, actually start pulling around Cinderin, and Cinderin can get farmed, too, and it'll be pretty gross.
Gross?
And you have, it's gross. I think Coddle's pretty gross. Don't you think?
I don't know. When I think of gross, I think of Venomancer. I think of Coddle. It's not gross. It's like, it's just painful.
Nah, see, I think it's kind of gross. Like, it's just a gross strat.
The strat itself is going to stare into Sunstrike, into Firestorm. Spartan, he's getting quite low, gets the dual breath off. And we have a CK come in, though. They want to get this Kezu, and they'll be able to find it. That's only a level 1 Dark Rift. There's no way you're getting that off in time, my friend.
2 saving ults, and neither worked in that situation. I mean, just holding that Song of Siren early on, yeah, 160. A little rough. Oh, they found her.
Oh, Cinderwin. Attempting to get out. Ice Path will not connect, but Gush will be there. Sunstrike coming in. The Macropyre completely reveals him, and the Ravages has to be used to cancel that TP. At this point of the game, you might as well. You're not going to have a 5v5 fight, most likely.
So what do you think about Cinder not songing, then? Do you think that would be worth it? I mean, that's basically what our question was, right?
Yeah, I think it would.
Ravage apparently is worth killing Coddle, but Song is not worth saving Naga? Sorry, I mean killing Naga, but not, you know.
Yeah, it's probably worth it. I mean, I think Song is definitely much more situational than Ravage, right? Sometimes they can screw you. So.
Oh, they're doing a play down bot. Who we're bringing in here? It's not
Weeha. He's going to bring Kezu in, gets the Pit of Malice. Arrow is not going to connect. It's going to kill a creep instead. And maybe next time is quite fast, I have to say. Thug is here for reinforcement as well. Looks like he's going for an Orchid. And he will be getting an Arcane Rune on top of this.
You know what I have started using a lot more in Dota is the casting on the hero portraits up top. It is so useful on some heroes.
The what?
Especially when you're like fighting in big blobs and stuff. Like being able to...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just like pull from the top HUD.
Yeah.
It's pretty handy.
I wonder how often players use that.
I've seen it a few times, just like watching perspectives and stuff.
That was not possible early on in Dota, right? I don't know when they implemented that exactly.
I believe that's correct. It used to be only the mini-map ones that functioned, and then they made it so the top ones functioned.
I see. Yeah, it can be very confusing in fights, so I wouldn't be surprised if these players do it.
That's basically when I use it the most. If someone's screaming, "Chakra me!" I'm just like, I just spam it up top. I'm like, I don't know where you are right now. I think you're close enough to me. I'll just hit that thing.
You know, it's funny because with all these supposedly standardized ways of playing Dota with hotkeys and all this stuff, you guys would actually be surprised at how inefficient
they're gonna
pro
go for this
players
arrow
can be
play bottom.
sometimes. All right,
Whoa.
sleep into arrow.
Oops.
He's dead.
All right.
Oh, the Ice Path is here, though. Sunstrike's coming, and that'll finish him off easily. But Kezu, again, the Dark Rift, not even getting close to getting that off. So 1-for-1 right now. As the Moonlight Shadows pop, Weehaw, he gets dusted. He gets off the Mana Leak. Infernal Blade will not connect because of that because of the... Yeah, that's not happening, because of the Blinding Light. So 2-for-1 right now. Jakiro actually got really low, able to get out. Mech heals him up a bit.
That was a bit of a deep play. So, kind of rightfully punished there, I would say, by the Dire. And now they still have those illusions for a little bit of damage on the tower. He might not even get a chance to. But the wave is here. People are TPing out. They don't have the Song. They know they don't have the Dark Rift. So, it's only going to be 2 heroes down here to defend. And they have Ravage. Looks like they'll probably go the way of the Dire. Oh, okay.
They TP'd here.
I
They
think
have
we're
Pit of
fighting.
Malice, level 2. Weeha's
Alright,
here
who
with
can they kill?
Illuminate. Cinderin's here with an Ensnare, I assume. See if they can actually get a kill. Chaos Knight's very tanky. He gets the Chaos Bolt off. There's the Ravage onto 3. Anchor Smash to follow. Madara trying to take out Cinderin first. Keeps getting rooted by this really pesky Pit of Malice.
Oh, the Ice
Firestorm
Path.
comes out. That's actually really hard to toggle through, and that shows you exactly why. He just dies immediately. Skylark will be next. And Spartan. Looks like they killed Cancel on the other side of the map, but meanwhile, Spartan is attempting to get away, but that's not going to be happening this time around. So across the map, it's a 2-for-3. Where did Cancel die? Up top.
Way up top, it looks like. And the kill was given to Thug.
And he has the Arcane Rune activated along with the newly picked up Orchid, so
Very nice.
now they know he has
ulti.
Orchid. Yeah, I guess not. Cancel must have been somewhat low. He's getting closer to his Ags, though, so recovering a little bit here.
I was kind of surprised how well that bottom fight went, but I guess maxed out Firestorm up against Chaos Knight, lots of % damage, same thing as the Tide Hunter, so maybe not as tanky as you would think.
Yeah, he's gonna need. It depends on how much. I actually went for Echo Sabers. This is the build that I was seeing pre TI6 from Resolution. It's like
Got
the
me
first
really
time I ever
excited.
saw it.
I thought you were either talking about Tide Hunter or Underlord, and neither way I did not care, and now I'm just sad that it was Chaos Knight. But
Why? Why is that sad?
because it would have been awesome. You don't want an Echo Saber, those 2 heroes, the damage talent, or with
Yeah,
the
the Tide Hunter. I've done this.
atrophy buff?
I've done this build on Tide Hunter. Echo
Oh,
Saber.
I know you have.
It's fun. It's
yeah,
terrible,
I was
but
forced to win you games while you did nothing.
oh
the whole
please,
time.
we didn't win. Let's not kid
Oh, that was
ourselves
me
here,
only
Thug.
Tide. Sorry.
Oh, all right. We have the Ensnare into the air, into the Sunstrike. They have the combo into the Illuminate. He's dead, but Madara pops his ult,
Nice blind.
gets illuminated, or gets blinding lit or blinding lighted, whichever you want to
we'll go
use.
with the
He
lit.
gets
It's
Pit of
lit.
Malice. He's just gonna blow up Sinner, but he's gonna get rooted yet again. Do they have enough damage to take him out? He has the armlet, toggling it up. Weehaw, take that. I know you want that bounty. Tomato takes it
Daryl!
instead.
Oh, that was so close.
Madara, Sunstrike. Oh, that was actually so. He almost reality rifted into that. Oh my god, that is as close as it gets. Jesus.
You know what
Yeah.
we should call it? We should call it blighted. If you've been blighted.
Blighted.
Yeah,
But
because,
then
like,
I just think of the Blightstone.
yeah,
I
but
feel like
it's
that's more appropriate.
But it actually makes sense because you have a blight, you know, like a
Nah,
curse.
I don't
Right.
like it. No.
Yeah, I was trying to
Blightstone.
be too
If
cool.
I hit
I'm
somebody
sorry.
with Blightstone, they get blighted. I like that. I'll let you have that one.
Can we have it lit still then? Like,
Yeah, he's blinding lit. I think that's
I
fine.
don't know.
He
That's
got
what the
lit.
kids say. It's lit.
Yeah, it's actually pretty annoying.
Yeah.
Back in my day, we actually had good phrases to use. Now
Oh, jeez.
Kezu working. He actually went for Helma Dominator, by the way. Is he trying to? What's a good creep to get this game? Anything in particular stand out, or is it just? I mean, it gives him a ton of regen, I guess, which is always nice. Wait, it doesn't
I
give
mean,
regen
and
anymore?
it's
Oh my
fine.
goodness. Oh yeah, it does. Okay.
Yeah. Don't scare me there. Jeez.
Well, they've made so many changes. You never know these days.
That's true. Now he can take some of these new buffed up creeps with all their cast points and everything. And oh, speaking of buffs, Invoker's a
Skeleton
hero.
army is here.
Oh, is that Wraith King?
He wants to be. He wanted to pick Wraith King, and the team wouldn't let him. He's like, "It's all right. I'll get a Helma Dominator, and I'll get skeletons myself." It'll be the
Actually,
poor man's
just double agsed right now. Coddles has just finished at the same time.
and Invoker. Yeah. Oh, I hear Dark Rift. Was that?
Yeah, he just came mid.
Oh,
Just
okay.
getting out of there. Good choice too. Doom
Like,
was
I'm
hunting
never
for
using
him.
this skill. I die every time. So He is going Crimson Guard, by the way. Nice solid item, especially against the CK.
Both position 4s are so rich this game. Like, Coddle just got his Aghanims, Doom has a Shadow Blade on the Dire, and he already has drums.
And
Blink
Thug's
Dagger
getting
will be the
close
next
to his
choice for
BKB.
Sky. Oh, yeah.
I mean, at what point do each respective team feel comfortable just going all in and fighting? I think the BKB is 100% needed on Quap before they can really commit to a big fight. Blink Dagger looks to be next on Skylark. That's probably the point where they get down and dirty. They will smoke, though, in the meantime.
Are they going to take Roche on the Dire? I mean, Chaos Knight is nice at it, but...
They don't have the Alpha Aura, though.
It's kind of scary, right? Because you're up against Invoker, Coddle, Naga. I mean, if they get wind of this, is the Radiant, and Cinderon's sending an illusion, but it's going to dissipate before it gets close enough.
Yeah, it's already half health. They have the Medallion going to work. Wait, whose Medallion is that?
It's the Reality Rift.
Oh, the Reality Rift armor reduction.
It looks the same.
So that armor reduction plus the Gush actually makes this pretty easy work for Mouseforce to take down.
I mean, I think they're faster at it. I mean, all the Radiant have really is like Mirana plus the Firestorm % stuff is handy, but it was just more so the actual team fight around the pit would have been so scary. But good smoke, good play. They had lots of sentries around the area too to kind of scout out for any possible vision, and successfully done.
Top lane,
Doom
we have
top.
a Doom Invoker. Well, there's the song. And I believe Cancel is just going to run away. But in the meantime, in mid, we have some action. Arrow onto the Chaos Knight. He does have Aegis, though. Keep in mind, Weeha's going to attempt to get away. Jakiro won't be so lucky. So after all that, it's 1 kill on a Jakiro. We do have an ensnare.
Thug almost found Invoker, but he was invis right next to him from the Moonlight Shadow. And then he TP'd away.
So that's the first song I think we've seen. Oh, no, that's the second song. First defensive song we've seen this game.
Yes.
As looks like Sinner is actually working towards a Blink Dagger. A fast blink for the position. I feel like he is a position 5 this game.
That has been interesting, though. Blink Dagger. Mid lane. Speaking of your boy.
Cinder win. Mouth is there, but nice Ravage onto 2 heroes. EMP does a lot of work. Not a whole lot of mana to go with here. 1 for 1, that's the Aegis, though. Skylark. Oh, here we go. The Sunstrike into the Meteor. Madara is getting very low. Still has the armlet toggle available to him. Skylark just runs in and dies. Madara
team's
trying
coming
to hold his ground. Pit of Malice is there. Cancel has the Ice Wall as well. Kezu actually pops the ult and again immediately dies. That seems to be a very consistent pattern we've been seeing in this game. Let's get that Dark Rift. That means insta-death. At the end,
they picked
a 3 for 2.
off near the pit.
Mm.
It was like Doom and a couple. I think Queen was there too. So in the end, it's a slight game for the Rain. Now, one thing is it's 877 gold for Cancel. So very nice that he didn't go down. What does he push up?
Yeah, he's starting to get up there in net worth. He's getting pretty close to the top. He's definitely made his recovery known.
Doesn't look like a 2K lead when you look at the net worth graph, does it? You just see like all these red heroes up top, 4 of them right near the top of the board, but everyone's just very close right now.
Yeah. Quite close indeed. Tomato with the Manta style will be going for... Well, he finishes the Dragonlance, I suppose. And next is the Mjolnir. Mjolnir, as some would say. Yeah, the 25 mana break at level 20, though. Not too far off from that. Is Weaver's 15 or 10? I know it's absurd,
10.
Whatever it is. It's 10? Oh, my
yeah,
God.
It's really broken.
It's so dumb. And he gets 2 attacks with Geminate. Come on. Come on now. Kezu's super tanky. Finished the Crimson Guard. Wait, what happened to Cinderon's money? He almost had a Blink Dagger. What did he spend it on?
Probably some sentries and some wards. Oh, he bought a gem.
Oh, the gem.
What a nice guy. Got to help up that Coddle. It's daytime for another 3.5 minutes. They already expended the Aegis on the side of the Dire, and they're looking to get aggressive, making a rotation down near to Kezu. Who are they going to run into along the way, though? This big vision from the Keeper of the Light could be their downfall. Of course, it could also be the downfall of the Radiant, too, where suddenly they appear when you're not expecting them.
Yeah, see if they go high ground here. If they go up these stairs, they could be in trouble, but here it comes. Ice Path will miss. Pit of Malice onto 1. Madara jumps in and completely destroys Weeha. The sleep is here, though.
Oh, he's still dead, though.
Slowly burning down. Didn't even try to pop his ult there. We'll see if the rest of mid or feed try to get out, or will they try to feed?
Sin has the gem. He's trying to live.
Synderen TPing out. The Ravage will keep him in place, and that gem goes the way of Mouseworks, and that is probably the biggest fight of this game so far.
Yep. Wow. I was watching the whole fight from Radiant Vision, just so frustrating, because you're up on this high ground, and suddenly Tide appears, so you think the whole team's backing him, because they had vision down here, like where Doom is right now, but then they're just appearing, right, out of the... what appears to be stuff that you can actually see because of the smoke, and then Doom came in invis as well, and very fast Doom onto Kezu too. He couldn't do anything that fight. And totally worth the Ravage, man. Securing that gem, huge. Take a big fight during daytime. I mean, nighttime's only 2 minutes away by the time they've even regrouped on the side of the Radiant.
Yeah, you lose a lot of that power once it hits nighttime with that call lags. But certainly not over yet. It's only a 6K lead at this stage of the game. It's hovering around 6 and 5, it seems. Any cool items coming out? So BKB will be next on Madara. Typically don't want to get that early on a CK unless you really have to.
Still
but
has
I think
his
this
10
game for
second
sure.
as well.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yep, he sure does. He
So
had that for
they're
the last fight
terrifying.
too, right?
It was either done then or he just... No, he must have had it. He didn't need to pop it. I mean,
he
that fight
definitely
was a
didn't
wash,
need it. Yeah.
So.
And on the other side, what do we have? Underlord working towards a mech into Guardian Greaves. Cancel. He has caught up quite a bit, and will be going for a BKB himself. Tomato, though, is the real right-clicker here. Has the Maelstrom finished. Going to try to finish that Mjolnir at some point. And they should be able to take this tier 1 tower uncontested.
The Dire just ditched the gem, too. They don't want to give it back.
And Alacrity looks super cool with that cosmetic.
Wow. Yeah, it's actually going to do so much damage with the leap attack speed, too.
Yeah.
Holy.
There we go. Let's see how much damage he does. Yeah, that's a lot. 300 plus damage here. Oh, Skylark's here. No Ravage for 30, though. So we'll see if Mousesports actually want to commit. Looks like they do.
Is up, though,
Moonlight Shadows
Doom's
here.
up in
MNT
4.
jumps in, doesn't get off the Doom. It's up in 2 seconds. EMP will not connect on anybody. Ice Path, it will connect on the Underlord here. Doom onto Synderen before he can get off Song. He is dead. Weehaw looks to be next. That's 2 for nothing, despite not even having their big team fight. Ravage. Dark Rift. Is this the same thing? Yeah. Dark Rift into death. That is literally the 4th or 5th time we've seen that this game. And Cancel, I guess he TP top right at the beginning of that engagement, just to try to split push or something.
How did they see Synderen? Was he... I don't know. Because the gem
Did
was
they have
in
a
the
gem?
base.
Oh.
No. Unless someone has it, I'm not seeing. I think he... I don't know. I thought he was invis. I guess they saw him like during the animation or something. That was a sick Doom, though. Like, completely saved it by dooming him to make sure they get all of those kills. Yeah. Really well played by maybe next time.
Yeah, I thought with the Ravage being down and MNT jumping in without Doom, because it was on cooldown for another 3 or 4 seconds, thought that might have been a disaster, but they end up resetting and successfully finishing the fight. Cancel gets scanned here, or is that the other scan?
No, he was scanning, and he didn't realize. Maybe next time it was just outside the dust range.
Yeah.
Getting almost 2k HP, though.
Yeah, it would be a very difficult kill. Let's Cancel now. Let's see if they have a counter scan. Oh, they do, but not on him. They see him, though, the old-fashioned way. He blinks in, gets a deafening blast. A lot of damage. Shakira will drop. Cancel with a nice combo. Gets dusted, though. And with the Infernal Blade, he's attempting to get out with the Ravage. Will keep him in place. Well worth the kill there. Or well worth the Ravage, I should say.
Oh, he was probably dusted. That's exactly what happened. Ha ha ha.
Kezu. They're going to find Skylark here. There's the Ensnare. Into the Firestorm. Got a wrap around here from MNT and Madara. Got to be careful if you're mid or feed with Madara here. But there's the sleep that we're looking at earlier. Synderen telling his team to get the hell out. He will be able to, but Quap jumps in. Doesn't have vision on Tomato, though. And it looks like they'll break
saving
things
those
up.
other leaps. He's all right.
And Madara now with the 10-second BKB and already pretty close to getting a Reaver for himself into that eventual heart.
Thug still hasn't used his. Brutal.
It's always nice.
Yeah, and then that next Roche should be coming their way as long as they have Ravage. But again, I guess there is always the chance, right? It's Naga.
Dark Rift is on its way. He brings himself instead of TP. That was interesting. You'd think in that situation he would use TP instead of Dark Rift, but I guess he's not really getting these off anyway. It's very hard.
It's value. You got to save that 50 gold.
True that. Pit of Malice, Firestorm. Not going to be enough to save this tier 2, but we'll do a decent amount of damage here. I mean, that's the thing about Firestorm. With percentage-based damage, and it's not just like current HP, it's max HP percent damage. It will always be effective throughout the game. Can't underestimate that.
Weehaw. He might be in trouble down here.
He got the ward. He's going to say worth if he dies, which he might do so in the fountain. Yes.
Yep.
The burn.
All with an arcane rune, too.
Oh, did he? Man, Thug's been getting a lot of these arcane runes this game.
And into Roche we go.
Yes,
with
indeed.
no coddle.
What happened with the Aegis? Oh, yeah, that's right. We saw it actually get killed.
Yeah, they lost it for Cinderin.
I would actually prefer the Aegis on Quap big time. Who's going to get tornadoed into the EMP. Loses a considerable amount of mana here. Wouldn't be surprised if he TPs for this Aegis, but they might just give it to Madara again. I'm not a huge fan of... I mean, we've talked about this so many times. I know I sound like a broken record. I really hate these, like, quote-unquote transformation heroes taking Aegises. Because it never works out. Top lane, Emmeti's dead. Huh?
The Chaos Knight, though. It's not like it matters if he dies.
What do you mean it
Illusions
doesn't
are
matter
still
if he
scary.
dies?
They're still there. Still hanging out.
That's my point. Why would you need Aegis?
I don't know. It's a good hero. Does a lot of damage.
I mean, there's worse heroes to put it on for sure, but I guess Thug feels very secure with the Lincoln Sphere and BKB. Very defensive build overall. And Skylark does have the finished Guardian Greaves along. He actually went for Force Staff instead of the Blink Dagger this time around. Is there a certain window for each respective team that they're looking for? Like, how do these guys go
game
late?
With Refresher Shard, honestly, it's all about Roche now.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Refresher Shard's
double
amazing
Phantasm,
for both
double
teams.
Ravage, double Doom.
Double Invoker.
Double Invoker.
Like, everything about him.
Yeah, true. They actually don't have anything else other than that, though, that we could really benefit from Refresher, do they? Well, Kansas is going to find the tornado. Madara could be in some trouble. Deafening Blast will miss, though. Madara trying to get that Chaos Bolt. Will instead pop the BKB. Phantasm is actually used. He blocks himself with the illusions. Song is out. Cinderin.
Oh my god, the invis. Oh.
So he dodged it with Marana Moonlight Shadow. Is that right?
That was so close.
That's hilarious.
Holy. Speaking of dodging spells, 14.4% status resistance now up on Skylark.
Oh, yes.
It'd be funny to see him like running around during a deafening blast or something.
Everybody's status resistance is. Where does it show?
You have to like hover over their little...
24.1 on Madara. You said Skylark had what? 14.7? Doom's got to be pretty high.
15.4.
Okay, so CK is the real big boy.
He's dooming.
Yes, he is. Oh, here comes the Dark Rift. Kezu might actually be able to get it off this time before dying. And it looks like he will be successful. So that's how that spell works. All right, finally. It's got to be one of the most annoying spells, though, to use.
Skylark almost got hit with Force Staff, though. That would have been so hype.
Oh, yeah, that would have been nice.
Mid lane.
Oh, Cancel jumps in into the Macropyre, in fact. Gets off the Tornado. Ice Wall as well. Arrow will not connect, but he might have enough damage here. Spartan just sits inside that Tornado. Lotus Orb comes out. Not enough to keep him alive. Ravage a little bit late, but they should be able to clean up Cancel regardless. Ravage is down now, though. Kezu gets off the Pit of Malice, but really to not much avail here.
So he's ready to
They're going to try to go on to Kezu here. He pops the Crimson Guard, but they just do way too much damage. Gets off a nice Firestorm, but won't be nearly enough at this stage of the game. They're down 11k at this point. That's 2 to 3 tier 1 item advantage for Mouse. As Madara jumps in, Weehaw, he did.
Oh,
and Cinderin gets silenced up. Cannot sleep as of yet. They're going to try to do enough damage to actually kill him here.
Got the War Stomp.
And they will do so. So this is likely to be Raxier.
Most important fight of the game, that bottom one really was. Like, if you don't get those kind of plays with CK and his friends like that, like, Chaos Knight falls off, right? If he doesn't have those big fights and stuff. But he's just so strong, dude, to get those engagements. Yeah. Auto.
Now they're going to jump in again. Oh,
Burn,
he
baby.
could be burning down. It's going to be
dead.
close. Oh, that's so rough. That is so rough. This Orchid has been pretty damn pro this game. They get the tier 3. I don't know. Can they actually go for... Oh, okay. Phantasm's back up. Sure. Why not? That'll take down Rax pretty quickly. Air will connect, but only on illusion. There's the Orchid again, and the jump in from MNT, dealing considerable damage to Kezu. Gets off the mech. Will it be enough? No. Absolutely not. Cinderin, you're next on the list, my friend. Now this is approaching a 20k lead here for Mouse Sports. They're looking to finish this game 1. They still can, though. They have plenty of time.
No, Cancel's going down there.
They have cancel. Oh, okay.
All right, it's over.
All right. All right. That's a lot of damage. Tomato. I don't know if I call this chain feeding, but they're just dying.
How about chain leaping?
That's true. Mirana is a chain leaper now. Arrow onto Madara. Not going to do a whole lot. Still has Aegis to work with, mind you. So the issue is they cannot go for Mega Creeps. As the Aegis is now gone. Full mana, full HP. He's going to jump in. Tomato in a lot of trouble. The Orchid comes out, and the GG's going to come out before he even dies. He knows. So GG's come out. Game 1 of this best of 3 goes to Mouse Sports. Remember, this is an elimination series. Winner
Great
goes on to
rotations.
play Hellraisers.
Those mid-game smokes, pretty much perfect. Really good dooms the whole game.
The Ravages were all key. There weren't like these big 5-man Ravages, but he just like able to hold it through a lot of those fights. They would position certain ways from side of mid or feed, and then he also secured the gem with that Ravage. So everything just kind of going their way.
Yeah.
Their draft is pretty tier 1 too right now on Mouse. Like that's a lot of tier 1 heroes.
It is. I mean, I wouldn't say the same is not the case for mid or feed though. They got the Mirana. They got. I mean, I know Invoker maybe not that popular right now, but it is a cancel Invoker, so something to perhaps be feared. The Coddle was very effective this game, but it was. I felt like it was that one
Was
fight.
it though?
Really snowballed.
Did they? I don't think they had very many like.
Yeah, I guess that's kind of true. They didn't
Recall
have
ganks with Sunstrike or anything, and
well, they did have a lot of combos setting up Sunstrike. That's one thing. But you're right. Like once he got Ags on Coddle, they didn't really take full advantage. They had that gem, and they were dewarding, and that's when they lost that big fight, and that's when the game kind of unraveled for them.
yeah, they didn't get a chance to do that crazy like push at 20-some minutes where you have infinite heals coming from the Coddle.
I don't
and
think
you
I
feel
saw one
unstoppable.
heal. I mean, I'm sure there was, but we didn't really see many fights during the day with the Illuminate
And
heal.
if you think they got that like Alacrity Mirana up to a tier 3, they could have done a pretty nice job of sieging. And if they blow one Ravage from Mouz, then suddenly they don't feel like they have anything to tank. So this game could have went the other way, but Mouz just played better.
Indeed. So game 2 coming up here shortly, guys.